We're here for Stamping Sunday and Stamp Play, two open collaborations that encourage us to use our rubber stamps. Stamp Play is hosted by Susan's Heartstrings, and Stamping Sunday is hosted by Thelma Hall. Last week, I started learning how to use my stamp platform, and I used these stamps. I promised to come back and show you what I created with those images. And then we're going to continue learning how to use that stamp platform. And we'll use this peacock and these fairy houses and a cute fairy. For the stamping I did last week with this set, I created some tags. I colored with colored pencils. And I had a lot of fun with those pumpkins. These can either turn into tags for the front of greeting cards. I could do Thanksgiving, or I could give them little spookiness and create them for Halloween. But I had a lot of fun coloring and fussy cutting the pumpkins onto these tags. And then for the Happy Thanksgiving sentiment, I created a couple of Thanksgiving cards. This was some paper in my scrap bin, and the turkey I thought was perfect for a Happy Thanksgiving card. On the inside, I used one of the pumpkins and then some of the leaves border. I thought this was a nice place to write a note. And on the back, I used the leaf for my signature stamp. Each card is a little bit different. And these will be great to send here around Thanksgiving time. For the stamp platform, I didn't realize that there was going to be a learning curve with this. And I want to thank everyone who helped me with leaving comments for tips and tricks. One of them was to add some foam to the base, so I need to find some fun foam and get that added. Another tip was to not place the paper up in the corner, but to place it in the center. And Thelma suggested doing one stamp at a time because each stamp may have a slightly different thickness, and that could prevent you from getting a good image on all the stamps. Last week I was putting multiple stamps on the press. I think I did like 5 or 6 of these stamps, and I wasn't getting coverage across them. No matter how hard I pressed, I wasn't getting coverage, and maybe that's because I didn't have foam here, and maybe it's because I had them up in the corner instead of the middle, and it also might be because those stamps are different thicknesses. So we're gonna keep learning this week. Okay, I could not find fun foam, but I found this thicker velvet type paper, and I'm hoping that that'll help with a little bit of padding. And we're going to use this Ink-a-Dink Cling stamp. It's a beautiful peacock. And I have some paper here that I think it will look nice on. One of the suggestions that I got was not to put the paper in the corner, but because this one is going to fill the whole length of the paper, it's a roughly 6-inch tall stamp. We're gonna try several different impressions here. First, we're going to try it with purple. I do not think this stamp has ever been stamped with. Oh, that's pretty good. That's a nice image. Let's move it over. I think I can get 3 images on this paper. Let's try it in pink. Oh, it's really nice. I'm going to try adding some purple highlights as well. So I went around the edges with purple. Let's see what it is like. Ooh, that's kind of pretty, isn't it? Variegated. Okay. This time we're going to try green and purple. Oh wow, that's fun. That's really fun. It's working much better for me. Let's do one more piece. And what colors should we try? Let's try pink and green. Curious about this color combo. It's not very dark. Let's try it again. Yeah, those turned out nicely, I think. We'll do something with those next week and come back with finished projects. We're gonna do some of these fairy houses now. Since these are clear stamps, we turn the over to the side that says clear. Velma suggested one stamp at a time, but I'm gonna try two. I always have to push the limits, right? We're gonna make this little fairy kind of flying above the mushroom house. We're gonna go back to our favorite ink, VersaFine ink. I will link to this. It's available on Amazon, and I love it for nice crisp images. See how we do. If the two stamps don't work, I'll take one of them off. See if it does any better. It's pretty good though. It's pretty good. We'll leave the fairy where she is, and we will put a different house with her. Very cute. And we've got one more piece of paper here. We will try the mushrooms, and there's a really quirky butterfly here. We'll try him. I'm sure glad this stamp plant form is working better this week. It was a struggle last week. Very cute. Got a little missing spot there. I'm going to take the fairy and the butterfly off and see if I can pick up that mushroom. Thelma suggested one stamp at a time. Yeah, it stamped much better. So with one stamp at a time, if you ever have that problem, try taking off the extra stamps and see if one stamp at a time works better. Here is my stamping this week. I hope you'll come back next week for some completed projects with these. Next week we're going to stamp with this set. It will make some nice ATC size cards for coloring in. My channel mascot, Sir Scraps-a-Lot, and his sidekick, Pixie Parchment, want to encourage you to keep on stamping, scrapping, and paper crafting.